Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
For 50 years, one thing has never changed. When people in our community needed help, George Sink Injury Lawyers was there. Thank you for trusting us for 50 years.
It's the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale. And a new season means a new reason to fall in love with your home all over again. Shop the hottest pieces and the coolest rooms. Everything you need to make your home feel brand new. Online or in store, save big with amazing Labor Day sale prices. Plus, incredible 60-month interest-free financing. There's never been a better time to see what's possible. It's the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale going on now.
For years, Augusta waited. For years, Augusta waited. Now, the wait is over. The Augusta Lynx are back and ready to take on the ECHL. A new era of hockey is coming to the Garden City in 2027, bringing back the passion, pride, and excitement that made Lynx hockey a tradition. The puck is about to drop on a new chapter, and you won't want to miss a moment. Be there when the Lynx take the ice. Season memberships and group outings are available now at AugustaLynx.com.
For insiders like Rick Jackson, it's count on the Line 546 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest.
Car crashes, truck wrecks,
motorcycle accidents,
work injuries, nursing home negligence,
disability.
If you need legal help, the Sync team is ready to fight for you. Think Sync. Think Sync. Think Sync.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 5. South Carolina voters getting set to go to the polls tomorrow. We're going to hear from the candidates before that runoff as Your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. We do thank you for joining us. Jenny is off tonight. As coverage you can count on begins with the race for Senate in South Carolina. Interim Senator Darlene Green. It is time now for our first check of the weather. Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci is joining us now, and I did glance at Avery's 10-day forecast at 4 and love how the high temperatures slowly go down all week.
Yes, and I know a lot of us are going to be excited about the rain moving in as well. It's still going to be some very beneficial rain. We're not in a significant drought by any means, but we could still benefit from a little bit more. But in the meantime, no rain on satellite and radar today. It is bone dry, and we do have lots of sunshine to enjoy. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam down in Allendale County, where the current temperature is 93 degrees. We're up to 96 in Augusta, 94 in Evans and Edgefield. But even though it's hot, this northwest wind is working in our favor, coming in at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's bringing in some drier air. So dew points are actually down into the 50s, which is very, very unusual for August. So that's making the heat index only in the low to mid 90s today. So no 100 plus degree feels like temperature. And you can see for the rest of our evening, our sunsets are getting earlier and earlier. Thursday will actually be our last 8 p.m. sunset. Tonight it's at 8:03, and you can see we'll be in the mid 80s by 8 o'clock tonight. Now, as we look ahead here, we're going to be nice with lower humidity again tomorrow, mostly dry, but then those showers and storms will really start to take over Wednesday through Saturday, but the higher rain chances will keep those temperatures lower, like Brad mentioned. I'll have more on that coming up, but back to you.
All right, Jenna, thanks. So we are taking a look at alligator activity in the Savannah River. That's after a gator bit a triathlete yesterday. The Savannah Riverkeeper says she has noticed more alligators in recent years. She says they've long been a part of the Savannah River, but she believes this year's drought may be pushing more of them into the main river as water levels drop in surrounding swamps.
No doubt that there is a growing population of gators within the Savannah River. For sure, over the last 20 years, I think I see them more commonly than we have before. I think it's a little bit more this year because we've been in a drought situation. So a lot of the swamps that they hang out in, there's no water. So everybody's kind of concentrated down into the main river.
Monotatibus says she is aware of 3 alligator incidents this year, more than she says she remembers in years past. She says people using the Savannah should remember it is a living river system. Be aware of your surroundings. We reached out to South Carolina DNR and North Augusta Public Safety for additional information. Authorities say more than 30 people in South Carolina were indicted in a drug trafficking pipeline. Augusta Mayor-elect Stephen Kendrick set to hold his third community engagement event tonight. He's going to introduce his transition team and talk about his plans and goals for office. This gets underway at 6 o'clock at the Julian Smith Casino. Kendrick and his team are going to have one more event like this at Warren Road on Thursday. Today is EOA Day. That's the Equal Opportunity Authority, and they had a big community event at the Depot in Thompson. There were workshops, info for veterans, info about energy assistance, home ownership, and senior services.
That is always a need, especially with the elderly. The biggest area of assistance right now is energy assistance, which is utility, electric and heat assistance, and rental assistance, because with the price of rental utilities going up and income not going up, it's making it difficult for some households to maintain.
Their next meeting is going to be in Scriven County, September 22nd. Augusta commissioners getting set to talk about millage rates once again. They have a meeting on Wednesday to approve proposed rates for each district and then talk about the history of property values for the past few years. If approved, commissioners will meet again next month to adopt the rates. Wednesday's meeting is at 11 a.m. if you want to go. This weekend, the historic Thankful Baptist Church in Augusta celebrated its 186th anniversary. That's awesome. They've always been a key part of this community, deep roots, deep ties. Georgia's Secretary of State candidate Penny Brown Reynolds was the guest speaker.
I'm obviously the Democratic nominee for Secretary of State, but I'm not here in that capacity. I am here as the Reverend Dr. Penny Brown Reynolds. And so it's my honor to be here. I have a long history with this church that goes back decades.
The church had a morning and afternoon celebration yesterday in honor of the anniversary. Next time on Jenny, a huge and very popular festival in Aiken is right around the corner. Aiken's Macon is celebrating its 50th anniversary, September 11th and 12th, and with it a major economic impact. More than 250 vendors, food, crafts, you name it. The festival co-chaired told us this is a juried art show. Remember that. It takes a lot of planning.
By the probably the middle of February, we have all the applications in, and they're not just ordinary applications where you fill out your name and address. They have to provide us with photographs of the finished product and the process that they go through to make them. It's fun, but they also make sure that we're not top heavy in one area or another, so they try to spread out the type of things that people have.
More details about the two-day Aiken's Macon Festival, plus an Oyster Fest with vendors, live music, and beer as an Augusta church opens its campus to promote community. That's Tuesday at 12:30 on Jenny. Still ahead right here, bringing down the price of beef. Not everybody's on board with this latest plan, though. Stay with us. 12 of the well. Still ahead on News Channel 6, the United Way kicking off its annual campaign. What they're doing to help local organizations after the forecast.
We will still have some drier air in place tomorrow, but higher dew points start to move in as we go into the middle to end of the week with the rain chances on the rise. I'll have more details when we return.
The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app.
A bad thing happened to me when I got in my rollover accident, and I didn't know where to go, what to do. And if I hadn't found George Sink injury lawyers, I don't think I'd be doing physically or mentally as well as I am.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything
from design and products to removal and installation. Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Well, the role of teacher has changed so much over the years. Teachers have had to adapt. But what hasn't changed is their love for their profession and their love for the children. You can see the passion they have for teaching, and you can hear it in their voice.
Hi, I'm Larry Frails with Kroger. Teachers are phenomenal, and they deserve to be honored and praised. If you know a phenomenal teacher, nominate them for the Golden Apple Award at WJBF.com.
News Nation tonight, Chris Cuomo and Bill O'Reilly.
When I tried to get out of the car is when I realized something is definitely wrong because I could not move my left side. At that point, my life was pretty chaotic. There was one thing that gave me stability, and it was George Sink Injury Lawyers.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Welcome back. It is a hot Monday with temperatures topping off anywhere from the low to upper 90s. We are seeing one spot register at 97 degrees near downtown Augusta. We're seeing 94 near Applings, 95 in Evans, and then some lower 90s over in Aiken County, 90 in Wagner. We do have mostly sunny skies today. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam right outside the station. No rain whatsoever. We're at 96 at Augusta Busch Field. Look at the feels like temperature. That's rare for August. We're actually feeling 1 degree cooler than the actual temperature, and that's thanks to a dew point of only 56 degrees. That's putting our humidity down to 26%. Not bad at all. You can see we do have this stalled frontal boundary just to the south of us. That's bringing scattered showers and storms along the Gulf Coast, up the East Coast as well, but we have enough dry air in place with that high pressure moving in that we're not expecting any rain tonight. Now, our high temperatures tomorrow will be hot again. We'll be anywhere from around 92 to 96 degrees, but we're still going to have that lower humidity. So the heat index will be a few degrees higher than the actual temperature at 100, but we're not expecting any heat advisories this week, as we'll be staying around the 100-degree mark for that heat index. And notice the actual temperature is actually going down. We'll be below average with around 91 to 92 degrees as we get towards the end of the week. But those dew points will start to rise. It'll start to feel a bit more muggy, especially by Wednesday, and that's when the rain chances will increase as well. So tomorrow will be a mostly dry day, only some isolated storms in the southern portion of the CSRA, then up to a 40% chance Wednesday. Thursday looks to be the rainiest day out of the week with this approaching frontal boundary. But here's a look at our futurecast tomorrow. We're starting out the day dry. Most of the CSRA will not be seeing any rain, but if you're in anywhere from around Jefferson to Burke County south, that's where we'll be watching Tuesday evening, there's 7 p.m. for an isolated storm, and any storms that do develop could produce some damaging wind gusts and small hail. So there is a marginal risk of severe weather down there. As we go into our Wednesday morning, starting out dry as well, then you can see a bit more coverage. Winds will shift direction coming out of the south, increasing our moisture, leading to those pop-up showers and storms. Now, we're also keeping an eye on the tropics. We have 2 areas to watch. They have pretty high chances of development as well, but luckily we're not seeing any signs of this impacting the United States. The strong Bermuda and Azores high will really help to steer those and keep them out to sea as some fish storms. Now, our 10-day forecast here is showing those rain chances sticking around into the weekend. So 40% chance on Saturday, 30% on Sunday, with high temperatures staying in the lower 90s. Then we start to heat up by the time we get into next week with more sunshine and lower rain chances again.
All right, Jenna, thanks a lot. Hundreds of United Way volunteers spreading out across the area to give back through Project Serve. Remember, they had that big campaign kickoff on Friday, first thing in the morning, and then off they went. More than 400 volunteers making a difference at nonprofits with any support they needed. That includes a Pero Academy, a local school that serves students with special needs.
So we have been blessed since 2020 to be a United Way partner. And so we do receive funding from United Way on an annual basis that helps support tuition subsidies for children in our school. And so when Project Serve started coming up and Angela sent out the email, we were excited that we were going to be able to take part in it this year.
United Way says Project Serve will continue to connect volunteers with nonprofits and push to be the helping hands in our community. Up next, a victim of the 9/11 terror attacks identified 25 years later. How new technology made it possible. Stay with us.
Coleman Services cares about our community, and our #1 priority this summer is keeping the AC on and the hot water flowing in your home or business. Coleman Services is proud to service the CSRA. Whether you're in Thompson, Harlem, Evans, Augusta, North Augusta, or beyond, call us anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365. At Coleman Services, you are our #1 customer. Coleman Services, your plumbing, heating, and AC pros.
When Keisha Lance Bottoms got working to try to identify at least 47 more victims. Well, that does it for us for this half hour. There's more coverage you can count on at 5:30, including the latest on the economic outlook in the U.S., why some leaders are calling today Economic D-Day after the break.
At Morgan & Morgan, we've been representing the injured for decades. Our goal is to recover the things that were taken from our clients, like earnings, medical bills, loss of enjoyment of life. At the same time, we are also fighting to change conduct. Safer products and drugs, better medical care, preventable on-the-job injuries. When we help you, we also help others in the future from needless suffering. Morgan & Morgan, protecting America. Visit forthepeople.com.
Goolsby's, serving Sunday dinner every day since 1985.
Hi, this is Pete Christensen with Taylor BMW. Please come see me to test drive the ultimate driving machine.
Tub Doctor. Turn your tub into a shower in as little as 2 days.
For all your home improvement needs, call Chuck's Painting and Home Maintenance, veteran-owned, operated, and trusted.
Southern Nature Landscaping, reliable and affordable service that you've been able to count on for over 14 years.
Check out the new larger Super Saver magazine and our new mobile app at supersavermobile.com.
Gentlemen, is your health up to par? Join us at the Woodside Country Club on Thursday, September 24th for the Caring for Carolina Is Your Health Up to Par Men's Health event. Hear from Macon Regional Medical Professionals. Then enjoy a free round of golf right after at Woodside Country Club. Registration will be open until September 23rd. To register, visit WJBF.com/caringforcarolina or use the QR code on the screen. Keep up with the weather in your hometown with the live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network.
The advanced power of Tempest weather stations allows us to give you real-time hyper-local data.
From your hometown throughout the entire CSRA.
Here's your current temperatures powered by Tempest. Most of us in the CSRA in the 90s, but as we zoom into Screven County,
Count on the live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest, sponsored by Coleman Services. One name, two trades, no worries.
I need something that's gonna make this a can't miss event. Something catchy.
You're the real deal.
And here we go. His first career victory. Now that's football. Welcome to NXT. Let's play Trivial Pursuit. It's time for Starbucks.
Welcome to Pula.
I'm very sorry for what I've done tonight.
Join me next time for details about this year's Aiken's Macon Festival, plus Oyster Fest at St. Augustine's Episcopal Church, and a special fundraiser to raise awareness about gynecological cancers, Tuesday at 12:30 on Jenny.
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's local headlines, South Carolina Republicans will choose their U.S. Senate nominee tomorrow. Interim Senator Darlene Graham made her case to voters in Aiken today. A triathlon coach training for next month's Ironman in Augusta is recovering after an alligator bit him in the Savannah River. Jonathan Bruni says he was just swimming with a group on Sunday morning when the attack happened. What do people need to know before they get in the water again? We'll go through that. Well, today is EOA Day. That's the Equal Opportunity Authority. They had a community event held today at the depot in Thompson, and there were workshops and information for veterans and senior services. We'll have these stories and more at 6, but first, coverage you can count on continues with the Trump administration ramping up. Well, today is EOA Day. That's the Equal Opportunity Authority. They had a community event held today at the depot in Thompson, and there were workshops and information for veterans and senior services. We'll have these stories and more at 6, but first, coverage you can count on continues with the Trump administration ramping up. Now it's time for a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Trotch. Jenna, it was still hot, but not as hot as it's been in the past.
Exactly. Glad you're noticing that, Dee, because it really is still hot, but this is better than 102 degrees. That's what we had last Monday, and right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam, we do have some beautiful sunshine today on top of that drier air in place. Now, those current temperatures are still at 96 in Augusta, but only 93 in Waynesboro, 94 in Aiken, Saluda at 92, and you can see because because we have this wind out of the northwest coming in at around 10 miles per hour, that's bringing us some much drier air. So dew points are unusually low for late August. We're actually seeing some 50s. So that means the heat index is pretty much non-existent today. It's feeling like the actual temperature outside. So we don't have a 100+ degree feels like temperature by any means. And you can see for our evening forecast, we're still going to be in the 90s through 7 p.m., then 86 at 8 with calm winds. Sunset at 8:03, and on Thursday we will have our last 8 p.m. sunset. Now, as we look at our weather headlines here, another day with lower humidity tomorrow, keeping things mostly dry. But showers and storms will move in on Wednesday through Saturday, making for a pretty wet end to the week and also keeping those temperatures below average. So the temperatures will be going down even more. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up. Back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We will see you in a few minutes. Tomorrow marks 2 weeks since devastating storms left thousands of people in Gary, Indiana without power. Some people are still in the dark, and now top Indiana leaders are pushing for an investigation into why. It's estimated more than 6,000 are struggling without power, air conditioning, or refrigeration. So the community has tried to provide the kind of connections the power company has not.
I think that's a fair request. I think as ratepayers are paying their bills, they want to know that their provider has done everything that they can to provide their reliable resources of energy. So I'm interested to see how that's going to progress and how we're going to move from here.
We are the most resilient people in the world, and we're going to continue to show that, and we're going to show no matter what darkness we're in, we can be a community, we can come out. It's been no violence, everybody out here smiling, laughing, eating food, and it's going to continue to be that because we are the culture, we are the people.
Indiana's governor posted on social media that he's asking for a formal investigation into the company's preparation and storm response. Well, tens of thousands of residents around Reno, Nevada have been ordered to evacuate their homes due to the fast-moving Hawk Fire. Alex Stone has the latest.
It's an all-out firefight in and around Reno to stop flames from burning homes. A state of emergency declared, Nevada's National Guard deployed. Firefighters want everybody in the path of the Hawk Fire to get out before it's too late.
Life safety first, property second. We want to make sure that our first responders and that our citizens are back safely.
Fire commanders know homes have burned, but all too similar to other recent wildfires, they don't yet know how many homes have burned because they're too busy fighting the fire. They'll count the homes lost when the flames calm down, and it could be a while before firefighters get a break.
Our weather conditions continue to be challenging, hot, dry, windy, and no end in sight anytime soon.
Flames are burning in the densely populated foothills that lead into Reno. Families are now filling Red Cross shelters. This little girl still wearing her cheerleading uniform. Reno resident Jennifer Alvarado evacuated with her family, speaking to ABC's Melissa Adon.
Scary. I have 6 kids. I take care of my mom and me and my husband, and we had to get out.
From outside roadblocks, those who live in the areas burning are waiting for word if their homes have survived.
I'm still scared to death. It's like, you don't know if the winds are going to shift and it's going to get worse.
Across the West this week, firefighters are on high alert because of extreme temperatures, and it's extremely dry. Conditions are ripe for major wildfires to grow rapidly. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A couple who climbed the Empire State Building in July. In New York, new video showing multiple people emerging from underground near Manhattan's Penn Station. The latest in a string of similar incidents. Lionel Moise reports.
A manhole mystery has New York City police investigating and officials issuing a stark warning. This video showing the latest incident, multiple people appearing to crawl out of a sewer near New York's Penn Station early Tuesday morning. 3 people in overalls seen emerging one by one, wearing what appears to be headlamps, and this isn't the first time it's happened. In June, a group of men with flashlights and waders opened a manhole in Queens, New York, and entered the sewer. And in Brooklyn, a group of 7 men did the same thing, dropping in the sewer one by one, some with headlamps and shovels. You can see one person nearly hit by a car as they climbed out one by one. It's unclear whether these are all connected, and while it's a possibility the groups were looking for valuables, city officials warn sewers can contain numerous hazards, including noxious and potential deadly gases, unstable surfaces, flooding risks, and confined spaces. Back in May, a woman getting out of her car in Midtown fell 10 feet to her death through an uncovered manhole.
As soon as she stepped out, it's like she took one step forward and just disappeared. She was screaming, "I'm dying." That's what I kept hearing her screaming over and over, "I'm dying."
Officials say a truck turning onto the street dislodged that manhole. Minutes later, the woman parked in a spot next to it. In this latest case, the Department of Environmental Protection says it inspected the sewer system and did not find any structural damage. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, weekend box office numbers, National Treasure set to get a third film, and more. It's all new and trending up next.
And now it's time for our live Vapor 6 Neighborhood Network powered by Tempest. Let's start out up in McCormick County, where you can see it is hot. High temperatures are topping off in the mid-90s today, but it's also only feeling like the mid-90s. Look at those dew points in the upper 50s across the board, putting our humidity at around 30%. Now, down in Bamberg County, a little bit of a different situation. Temperatures are similar, but the humidity is a bit higher with dew points in the upper 60s. Still dry down there as well, though. I'll have more details on your forecast after what's trending.
This week, the Lindsay Clan.
Giving your best on News Channel 6. Amazing people doing amazing things for our community. That's what Giving Your Best represents. Everyday heroes making a difference right here in the CSRA.
Do you know a local volunteer who goes the extra mile to help others? Nominate them for the Giving Your Best Award at WJBF.com/GYB.
Giving Your Best on News Channel 6. Proudly sponsored by ScienceGo, Piedmont Augusta, and Security Federal Bank. Staying ahead of the weather is essential.
I'm Chris Hudson, and I'm proud to sponsor the 10-day forecast on News Channel 6. Chris Hudson Injury Law, from here for you.
The cost of health care. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers gear up for another high-speed showdown. Catch all the action at Daytona. Get your tickets now at NASCAR.com/tickets. Don't miss your chance to catch the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series live and in person.
The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.
Snooze button or choose button. Mix and match 2 for $5 and choose from your favorites, like a sausage McMuffin with egg and sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Or get the $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Good Morning Augusta, weekday mornings on News Channel 6.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. The Beijing robot games are underway. Ooh, I bet they're creepy. Yes, they are. Here's some highlights so far in terms of fails. First in a race, one robot falls over, almost taking out another, but the other manages to move aside and keep running. Another shows fighting robots missing each other entirely. This is just creepy to me. Followed by Tai Chi routines, with one doing a spin jump, almost falling, but managing to stand tall. It's just weird. The robot games showcase thousands of humanoid robots competing in sports and also random everyday activities. But winning a gold medal is not always the ultimate goal. Some developers just want funding to advance their work. I mean, I'm sure there's a need for robots, but that's just creepy. Look at it. It can balance and everything. But I just worry about these becoming so human that they can take not American, but just human jobs. And that's the big concern for me. And they're just creepy. Anyway, this morning, Miss Dolly Parton sharing a new health update while remaining busier than ever before. The 80-year-old country music mogul telling People magazine she has been battling hard times with her health, admitting she put her own wellness aside while caring for her now late husband, Carl Thomas Dean. It's been a week since she was unable to attend the opening of her newest thrill coaster, Night Flight Expedition at Dollywood. Her last public appearance was in June at the opening of her new truck stop. But the 10-time Grammy winner says, even though I'm still healing, I'm still working. And she is working on many projects, from her Songteller Hotel opening this September to a musical headed to Broadway, and the life of Many Colors Museum in Music City. You know, it's my goal in life, on my bucket list, to meet Miss Dolly Parton. I want to meet Miss Dolly. I just adore her, and I try to stay busy just like Miss Dolly, so there's no excuse to slow down. Miss Dolly's busy, so we all should be busy. That's what's keeping her going. Well, and keeping me going, too. A superhero film still at the top in the weekend box office. A new sequel announced for the film National Treasure. Andy Riesmeyer has more from Hollywood.
We are heading to the box office. Now, despite a number of movies making their box office debut over the weekend,
This one was stuck at number 1 as if a web may have been spun around it.
What is happening to me? Did you miss me, Spidey?
In its 4th weekend in theaters, Spider-Man Brand New Day made $39 million, bringing its domestic total to $855 million, and its global gross to $2.2 billion. Trailing behind it is Insidious Out of the Further, that earned $25.3 million stateside, around what they were anticipating. Globally, some $60 million for that movie against the movie's $18 million budget. Mutiny finished in 6th with $7.5 million. A24's Anthony Bourdain drama Tony up at 7th, going from 40 screens to more than 1,600, bringing in $5 million this weekend. And 3 is the magic number because more than 20 years after Nicolas Cage stole the Declaration of Independence in this movie, a 3rd one is finally in the works. In Hollywood, with your entertainment report, I'm Andy Reesmeyer.
And with your What's Trending, I'm Dee Griffin. That's the end of that one, but not the end of the hot weather that we're seeing. But today wasn't as bad as it's been in the past, so we can't complain too much. But the drought monitor, whoa, we're dry, y'all. We're dry, so we do need some more rain coming in for us. Most of the area. We'll see if we're going to get any soon. Jenna has your full forecast coming up next.
Time with your family is sacred. I cherish the moments I spend with my wife and son every day. As a lawyer, I know how an injury can change all of that in an instant. It impacts your health, your work, your loved ones, your whole life. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. After your accident, I'm here to help you recover and get what you deserve for your injuries so you can get back to the moments that really matter. After an accident, call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. 706-724-7224.
Stock up and save on new fall arrivals at Hamrick's. Skechers for the family, 50% off. College team decor and men's collegiate apparel, 50% off. Ruby Road coordinates, 70% off. Fall and Halloween home and garden decor, 50% off. Get your porch goose outfits for $10. Hanging throws, 2 for $18. Latest speculation fleece, 3 pieces for $30. Stock up on style, comfort, and savings this fall, only at Hamrick's.
For over 30 years, W6.
I can feel it coming on now. Every hit, every pass, every possession. Got the stadium feeling an emotion. We get the trophy and the glory to the best ones. Cause we the champions coming with a hut like this. Coming with a big hit like that. Gonna be a show now. So big. I think it's time for football Friday night. Football on 6 is everything.
Football Friday night. Fridays at 11:35 on News Channel 6.
Football on 6 is everything.
Closed captioning on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Hearing Associates of South Carolina. Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy Monday. It's a mostly sunny day as we start out with our Terry Limbert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at Wellstar MCG Health. Not many clouds out there today, and we do have the hot temperatures, but we have enough dry air to really combat that, making the feels like temperature actually 1 degree lower than the actual temperature. So that is a treat for late August to see the humidity down to 26% and dew points in the 50s. That's definitely pretty rare for this time of the year. Now you can see on satellite and radar that this is the frontal boundary that brought us some storms on Saturday and then on Friday as well. It's been stalling down to the south of us, and scattered showers and storms are still impacting parts of the East Coast down towards the Gulf Coast, but high pressure is taking over our forecast, bringing in that drier air and some cooler air tonight. Low temperatures dropping into the upper 60s, down to around 67 for some of us. Still expecting low 70s from around Wrightsville over towards Barnwell, but overall pretty mild. Now, our average high temperature continues to go down as we get into late August. It's now typically around 92 degrees. We're still going to be around a few degrees above average. 95 will be your high in Augusta tomorrow. And dew points will start to climb a bit, but I'm still not expecting any heat advisories this week, as that heat index will hover around the triple-digit mark. And then notice the actual temperatures getting back to near average at 92 degrees starting on Thursday. But with the temperatures going down, the dew points will go back up. We're eventually going to be back in the sticky range with dew points in the 70s, and that comes with some higher rain chances, especially on Thursday, up to a 60% chance. So far for the month of August, we've only picked up around 1.5 inches of rain in Augusta, so we certainly need some more to continue to keep keep us out of the drought. And we do still have those dry soil conditions like you saw before the break. And you can see on our feature cast starting out our Tuesday dry. Now, we can't rule out some isolated storms in places like Jefferson County, Johnson, Emmanuel, even over towards around Barnwell, Bamberg, Allendale. So it's just going to be the southern portion of the CSRA that has the chance of storms tomorrow, and some of those could produce some damaging wind gusts and small hail, but overall we will be dry. So starting out your Wednesday morning quiet, then some scattered activity as we get into the afternoon, definitely seeing a bit more coverage, and then as we go into late Wednesday night, we're dry, but then it all comes back on Thursday. So there's Thursday morning at 6 a.m. We'll be watching this approaching system, bringing some pretty widespread rain by Thursday evening. So as this cold front moves across the area and then lingers, we will still see some rain chances on Friday and Saturday as well. But no rain from the tropics. We are watching 2 areas of potential development, 60% for this one and then 50% for the other area near Bermuda. Now, luckily, these look to be staying out to sea. So here's our steering pattern. There's a good chance that this could become our next named storm, Dolly. But as we go through time there, here's Saturday and then into Sunday, even though that system could form, there's a very good chance that it's going to be staying out to sea as a fish storm and just following the steering currents from that Bermuda high, just keeping it far away from the East Coast. Now, you can see on our 10-day forecast here, rain chances go down to 40% on Saturday, 30% on Sunday. Then most of next week looks dry with temperatures heating back up. We'll be at 96 next Wednesday.
Oh boy, enjoy this lower temps
Yes,
for now.
exactly.
Thanks a lot. Coming up, a shoe you can drive. We'll have a story after this break.
Find the best in
Foot and Flow.
Gentlemen, is your health up to par? Join us at the Woodside Country Club on Thursday, September 24th for the Caring for Carolina Is Your Health Up to Par Men's Health event. Hear from Macon Regional Medical Professionals. Then enjoy a free round of golf right after at Woodside Country Club. Registration will be open until September 23rd. To register, visit WJBF.com/Caring for Carolina or use the QR code on the screen.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Be the first to know with the Live Viper 6 mobile app.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
During 3-for-1 spring and clothing.
He's not just walking the walk, he's driving it. A Dutch TV host just smashed a Guinness World Record behind the wheel of a giant wooden clog. He hit just over 70 miles per hour at Breda International Airport in the Netherlands. The shoe-shaped ride was built from polyester and fiberglass. Wrapped around an electric go-kart frame. It did take 2 tries to beat the record, but 1 small step for clogs, 1 giant leap for footwear speed records. So there you have it, a big old clog racing along. Well, that's all the time we have for this half hour. We'll have more coverage you can count on coming up at 6 with Brad Means, including the latest details on how a man managed to get away from an alligator. We'll have the story up next.
The Live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest, is sponsored by Coleman Services. One name, 2 trades, no worries.